Hey, Hound Dogs, I'm David Hankins.
I'm Paul Hankins. I'm Trevor Hankins.
And you're on the air with Power Squared. Tonight we're going to take a look at the 6th issue of The Blade of Miracles by Trevor Hankins.
Yes.
This is King Ban.
Yes.
All right.
At the time of this recording, we weren't able to get a printed copy, so here's the cover.
All right. And who's on the cover?
King Ban.
Okay. And King Ban is that Lancelot's dad
Yes.
from the previous issue? Okay. Do you want to tell us anything about the issue? What happens? Or, without giving away
Right.
too much?
Well, they've, spoilers for people who haven't read the previous issues, I guess.
Shame on me for that.
It's flipped, so it's like playing Surgeon Simulator.
You can use your phone if you need to.
Yeah. So they've defeated the fake Black Knight. So now Lancelot wants to use the sword to heal his father.
Okay.
And what follows is a difficult conversation.
Okay. You want to say between who, or is that just...
Or is that a spoiler?
That's kind of a spoiler.
I'm not trying to spoil. I'm just how much do you want to say? Okay. And this is the 6th in the series.
Yes.
Moves the story forward, I assume.
Yes.
So this would be halfway.
Yes.
Do you feel good about it being halfway done?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have any input on this issue?
It's been a while. I don't remember. Maybe some dialogue tweaks.
Okay. And so we're planning on this coming out at the end of the month on a Wednesday, which I'm not sure what the date is off the top of my head. Oh, good to go with there. The 27th.
You want to try that again?
Yeah. So we're looking to have this come out on the August 27th, Wednesday.
Yes.
And it should be available for sure in digital and hopefully very soon after that in print, if not on that date in print.
Yes.
We're obviously, because we don't have a physical copy with us, it's hard to know. But anyway, and it'll be available through the campus store
Yes.
at
Yeah.
powersquaredcomicbook.com. Good.
Yeah. No, so this episode has a little bit more substance.
Okay.
Yes.
This issue is more verbal than it is physical.
Yes.
And what led to that choice?
Well, without getting too much into it, it's sort of a turning point in the story.
Okay.
Because of that, this issue and the next one are more. They're more about advancing the plot forward.
Okay. So most of your books so far have been pretty action oriented.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So far, yeah. And so this is, as Paul points out, kind of a departure.
Yeah. The two 6 and 7 are a little more, I guess, introspective.
Okay. Which is why they're being a little more verbal.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how to.
without spoiling it, the issue does get kind of sad, but I made sure it didn't end on like a sad note.
Okay.
Despite that, because I was originally going to, but then I saw how Last of Us Part 2 ended, and I didn't want that I didn't want to invoke that feeling in the reader, so I kind of did the opposite.
Okay, so for somebody that hasn't watched that, well, how did that end? Well, obviously they're on a down note, I assume.
Yeah.
Well, I played Last of Us 2, and ends on like the most depressing possible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I
No.
remember this
Yeah.
from when you played it. Yeah, okay.
Yes, there are times when going in a low direction is fine, but in this case, or in the case of Last of Us 2, Last of Us 1 still had a ray of hope. Last of Us 2 does not.
Okay, so you don't. Obviously, that's not a good way to leave your reader or
No.
your game
Yeah.
player. Or people want a
I
little bit of hope.
prefer the ray of hope
Yeah,
ending.
right.
Yeah, so, as I was saying, when seeing how Last of Us 2 ended, I did not like the feelings I had from that game, so I looked more at what Last of Us 1 did.
Okay, well, that's fine. I was just curious because it obviously did have an effect on your storytelling, what it was about that story.
Yeah.
And so obviously, it's not happy.
Yeah.
And there's no ray of hope. Yeah. Were there plans for Last of Us 3?
I don't know.
Okay. We're not here to talk about video games.
No.
I think maybe they're trying to, like bring it back at the.
I think they're saying no, but we're not sure.
But I think people like things to. I mean, I know there's a lot of post-apocalyptic stories out there, obviously, because
Yeah.
we've been on talking to people, and they're all post-apocalyptic. But I think people don't necessarily want to, or it's not good for people to live on that kind of depressed
Yeah.
feeling all the time. So I think it's good to have, a positive ending
Yeah.
if you can.
Well, one thing I liked about Death Stranding was it was a post-apocalypse, but it was an optimistic post-apocalypse. And Death Stranding 2, which I'm currently playing, it's sort of tackling the themes of the original game from an alternate direction. Like, the main question is, should we have connected? But it's still a more nuanced take, so I appreciate the nuance.
And I'm only bringing this up because trying to bring a little more meat to the bone here. But I mean, do video games, how they tell their stories, impact how you tell your stories? Or is it just you saw something this night you didn't want to do that?
So sometimes a video game story has influenced my approach to concept.
And of course, with a video game, you have to take into account that for some, like, the way a video game tells a story is different from the way, like, a comic or a novel would tell a story.
Yeah, but they're still telling a story.
Yeah, it's the video game has to try to take into account the unique interactive nature of video games, ideally. But there are things that I see in some games that I end up borrowing for my own work. So
We sort of, in one of our comic books, had sort of a Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
at least the concept.
Right, yeah, we weren't stealing the story. But it was sort of, the concept. An homage in some ways.
Yeah.
Okay. So 6 gives us a little bit of hope, and 7 will hopefully keep it going.
Yes.
All right. And so we'll be back next month to talk about that and hopefully have a physical copy.
Yeah.
I generally like more optimistic storytelling.
Yeah.
And it also made me think of something from Manga in Theory and Practice. when Araki is talking about the golden path, saying the protagonist, no matter what obstacles are in front of them, they always move forward.
Okay.
And the readers like it when the protagonist keeps moving forward.
Yeah. There's sometimes, though, in stories where, the protagonist ends up kind of back where he started. That's not the way he wants to tell a story.
You mean like Hero's Journey, or?
Yeah, sometimes you set out to do something, and whatever happens is you maybe achieve it, maybe you don't, but
Yeah.
you kind of end up kind of at the same state you were before.
Yeah. Well, he was saying, he also said you can tell a story however you want, but if you want the golden path,
To keep it moving forward.
yeah. And he did that with physical progression with Stardust Crusaders.
Mm-hmm.
Like in his case, the moving forward was they were moving towards a physical goal.
So you just want to keep the
Yeah.
character moving forward. And in that kind of a story, you're not going to have anybody end up back in the state they started in, because it's always totally changing all the time.
Yeah.
So that's different kind of story.
Yeah. So anyway,
All right. Well, we've gotten into a little story theory here. But back to your book again. Show us that cover. And this will be again available in print and digital at the end of the month.
Yes.
And hope you buy it.
Yes.
There'll be a link in the video where you can.
yes.
Also, if you're looking for a silent fidget toy, use our affiliate code Marty and Eli to save 10% off your purchase at getono.com.
If you're just on YouTube and you like this, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and yeah. If you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're watching this on YouTube later and you like this, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more.
All right. So until next time, I'm David Hankins,
I'm Paul Hankins.
I'm Trevor Hankins.
and you've been on the air with Power Squared.